Energy bills and gas prices through the roof. I'm not saying gas prices, because it's petrol. Gas. It's not even a gas. It's a liquid. So just introduce the new Prime Minister, a sort of State of the Nation kind of thing. Yeah, okay. State of the Nation. Well, I mean, it's just shit. No, everything is shit. Look, I'm a proud Brit, but, you know, let's face facts. There's no other word for it. It's just shit. In a few weeks, our gas and electricity bills are going to nearly double. And in January, they're going to treble.
Millions of households will see a record 80% rise in their energy bills.
A genuine social and financial catastrophe.
Yes, energy prices are rising globally, but here they are so high, hard-working families can't afford to eat. Meanwhile, energy companies are posting record profits. Inflation, that's going up.
Rising to another 40-year high in July.
Soaring prices have triggered walkouts across the UK on trains, buses and at ports crucial to the UK's supply chains. So our trains aren't running, our airports are a nightmare. You can't get in or out of the country because of airline staff shortages and queues at border control. Our rubbish is piling up. Our health system is on life support. Even the bloody weather doesn't work.
The hottest English day on record, a series of wildfires.
Now, you might ask, well, what is the British government doing about all this? Well, the answer to that is nothing, which is as good a place as any to start. Jesus Christ, that was just the introduction. So Boris Johnson was finally forced to resign because he's a liar, but rather than leaving immediately and spending a relaxing summer on holiday, he decided to stay in charge and spend a relaxing summer on holiday.
This is Boris Johnson on holiday again. He's popped off to Greece.
In fact, when he did actually bother to turn up to work, it made the front pages. When Prime Minister does some work, is front page news, you know you're in trouble. But hey, Boris is finally gone. Good riddance. Who cares? Time to introduce our new Prime Minister. Meet Liz Truss. Surely she has a plan to help save Britain. Just to clarify, Liz Truss has not won a general election. We won't have another one for 18 months. No, she was chosen by roughly 200,000, mostly extremely wealthy Conservative Party members, deciding who runs a country of nearly 70 million, but I haven't got time to go into it. Unfortunately, Boris's main achievement in office was to set the bar so low that anyone can now become Prime Minister, even Liz Truss. Oh, come on, that just feels a bit lazy, doesn't it? Come on, I'm better than this. I'm not just going to sit here and do some hack hit job on a politician who's 5 minutes into the job. How to describe Liz Truss? Well, I mean, if you take the social awkwardness of Theresa May, cross it with Boris Johnson's wild-eyed incompetence, add just a sprinkling of Maggie Thatcher's hatred of the working classes, and then just wipe off any residual charisma with a damp cloth, and you're kind of halfway there. I've done it again, haven't I? So what's her plan? What's her plan to help the millions of families who can't afford to heat their homes? Well, she's ruled out a windfall tax on energy companies because it sends the wrong message to foreign investors, whereas thousands of frozen corpses of old people sat in armchairs is an Invest in Britain billboard in the making.
What's wrong is taking money from people in taxes and then giving it back to them in benefits.
This is hardly surprising because Liz Truss doesn't believe in handouts, even though she claims her Amazon Prime subscription on MPs' expenses. In direct response to eye-watering energy profits in the face of poverty-inducing heating bills, she says profit isn't a dirty word. And maybe she's right. Profits aren't necessarily evil, but people dying of hypothermia because they can't afford your extortionate prices, that is evil. That's not about profit, that's about greed. And everyday, normal, hard-working citizens are having it rubbed in their faces. They see that they are ruled by a government that is ruled by corporations. Not led by morality, but led by money. And Liz Truss embodies that painful truth perhaps even more than Boris did. For Boris was born into wealth. He was born a Tory. He was born a heartless bastard. Whereas Liz Truss has made the choice to be one. She made the choice to back big business and screw anyone that gets in the way of profit. Her plan is to take a bonfire to EU regulations, meaning a bonfire to consumer rights and environmental protections. She wants us out of the European Court of Human Rights, and she wants to crush the unions and take a flamethrower to workers' rights and their ability to strike. And now, after years of privatisation and underinvestment, and thanks to Brexit, water companies can now hurl our own turds and piss into the English Channel whilst giving billions to shareholders. 12 years of Conservative rule has taken us from fifth richest nation on the planet to being downgraded to an emerging market economy. 12 years of Tory rule, and this winter our schools will have to choose between heating classrooms or paying for teachers. Hospitals will have to choose between heating wards and performing life-saving surgery. And hundreds of thousands of households will have to choose between food and heating. British supermarkets are offering loans to help customers pay for their groceries, get into debt or go hungry. It's obscene. It's morally wrong, but morals don't seem to be on the table these days, yet people are starting to have enough. The tide is turning. People can see that they are being taken for a ride, that their hard-earned cash is lining the pockets of shareholders and rich politicians' mates. We've had enough. You asked for a State of the Nation video? Well, there you've got one. We've had enough. It just feels like everyone I meet looks like they want to shut up shop and move to a country with better infrastructure, less child hunger, and more trustworthy leaders. Like North Korea or something.